Previously on Town Hall 10 Free to Play, we discussed how trophy pushing can make you a better attacker. Today, let's see if loot is any good in Champions League. Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Joe. Welcome back for episode 35 of the Town Hall 10 Free to Play series. So, how's everybody's Clan War Leagues going? I know, I got like a serious love-hate relationship with the Clan War Leagues, especially considering the season bank payout happens just before that kicks off, and we have all this Dark Elixir sitting there doing absolutely nothing. Now, I should put a hero down. That should be the right answer. But I don't do it for situations like we have going on today. So we are in day 3 of the Clan War Leagues. We did have 2 even matchups, which you can see we obviously won. Now here's the problem. Today we finally got a mismatch going on. Number 25, I'm a Town Hall 10. Remember that, Town Hall 10 versus a Town Hall 11. And this is the base that I have to hit. So I need to plan this attack out. That will not happen in this video because we got to figure this bad boy out. I mean, I'm probably going to use that army that I shared with you the other day, but we're not going to talk about that. So today's episode, we're going to talk about, is loot good in Champions League? Because I'm always getting comments on players that are trying to trophy push and they're trying to figure out where all those dead bases are that we see in the farming videos. So you got to remember that this is a progression series and we like to try out different things for each individual level as we move through these Town Hall levels. Now, we did do some trophy pushing and stole about 800 trophies, and then in the last episode we talked about the benefits of that. You become a better attacker by practicing and doing the trophy pushing system. But the loot is not always as pretty as this. This is quite possibly the best one that I've seen today. So we're going to go ahead and take on this base, and we're using that Pekka Hogrider army, the Hope attack, and we're going to try to take this bad boy down and get all the loot off of it. So we're going to go ahead and drop a baby dragon over here, and let's go ahead and drop a baby dragon right there. The target is always going to be the queen and the clan castle troops. We don't know if there's anything inside, so let's go ahead and drop that Barb King, and we're going to go ahead and place the 2 Pekkas. Let's do 2 Pekkas right there, and let's go ahead and place our wall wrecker right there in the center to target the town hall's location. Let's go ahead and place another Pekka, and let's go ahead and see where everything goes. Everything's going inside, very nice. Let's go ahead and drop a Pekka there, and we're going to drop a wizard over there to try to eliminate that gold mine. All right, so the queen is in there, and it doesn't appear that there's any clan castle troops in there. No, it doesn't appear to be any clan castle troops. This is actually really good. Let's go ahead and use that king's ability on that frozen queen to try to get rid of her. And we're trying to do our best to get our Pekkas and bowlers to the core of this base. So we're going to go ahead and place a rage spell right there, and let's go ahead and place our heal spell. And I guess we can go ahead and start flanking off the hogs on this side, and they're going to work their way around the base. So we got hogs moving into the wizard tower, and we're going to go ahead and place a heal spell in this location because of the multi-target inferno tower. Let's go ahead and place some wizards, and those hogs are going to move their way up towards the top side of the base. Looks like the queen is going to have to deal with a single target here in a moment. Uh-oh, that's not good. Let's go ahead and yep, queen's ability. Yep, queen's ability. All right, now the hogs are going to move through a giant bomb placement. The queen, unfortunately, is going to die on us. She did die. She lost a lot of health. Let's go ahead and place a heal spell on that bomb tower placement, and the hogs are going to move down towards the bottom side of the base. We are unfortunately out of heal spells. Oh, man, that's not good. All right, let's go ahead and drop a wizard there and a wizard there. The hogs are going to move through a mortar location and a wizard tower. Wizard tower is doing some serious damage, but there appears to be only one more splash damage remaining, and that is a bomb tower placement. So maybe we might lose our hogs, but we might be able to... Yep, there's bacon, baby. There goes the bacon, boys and girls. So we're going to be dependent on our Pekkas. We got a ton of Pekkas remaining, though, so that works out really good. And you know why this happened? Because I chose to go in through the other side instead of bringing the hogs down through the bomb tower placement. We should have started over on this side. So this is the reason why we lost our hogs. But we should have plenty of time to finish out this base. The Pekkas are going to cut through the wall. They're going to go after the gold storage, but 5,000 Dark Elixir is actually a really good pool for Dark Elixir up here. But when it comes to dead bases, I have not seen that many dead bases up here in Champions League. You got to remember that this is a very competitive zone. So there's going to be a lot of competitive players up here, not a lot of dead bases. Okay, so that last raid has some really good loot on it. But let's go ahead and take a look at what I've done over the last couple of hours/days. I did slow down my trophy pushing a little bit. I'm not really too kicked on getting up into Titans League and having to battle it out with the clouds. But for those of you that are trophy pushing and trying to hit Legends League as a Town Hall 10, good luck to you, and let us know down in the comments below if you are able to do so. Guys, that's a major time investment. It really and truly is. So when you notice with the loot, you'll see that there is a lot of Dark Elixir here. So Dark Elixir is very much in abundance up here in Champions League. But you're going to look at the gold and elixir and realize that not every single raid has massive amounts of gold and elixir. And so those armies like the 40 miner army or the all baby dragon army or the barch army for that matter will not be very effective up here in Champions League. However, like a queen charge miner might do very well, or the army that we're using, or a lot of those 3-star type armies. But again, those are very expensive armies. So realistically, if you are looking for dead bases, I would highly advise that you drop down to gold and crystal league to look for those dead type bases. And if you're really worried about your trophies, then just remember, once you build your base up to max, you can always push back up. I mean, it's not really that difficult to get trophies if you understand a very good 3-star strategy. Now, this one attack right here, that one actually looks very, very nice. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and get out here and see if we can find another base. And let's go ahead and take a look and see what is available. There's going to be a lot of Town Hall 11s that you're going to be very tempted to hit. But you also need to remember what army you are using to attack with. This army that I'm using, that is not an army that you use on a Town Hall 11. You will fail all day long with these 20 Hogriders. These 20 Hogriders will not do very well. My goodness, 8,000 Dark Elixir. But again, look at the amount of gold and the amount of elixir. Just not worth hitting if you're truly farming. But we're actually just going after trophies here and just trying to show you some different examples. So let's see here. Where is the clan castle? We got a clan castle right there. And we have a queen on this side, so we do need to worry about that. So let's go ahead and see what we can do with this ring-ish style base. More like a 4 corners, isn't it? All right, so let's just go ahead and do this. Let's come down through the bottom side. Let's go ahead and drop baby dragon there. We're not going to drop a baby dragon next to that queen. That's just not a good idea. But we will drop a king over there. So let's go ahead and drop king and a Pekka to go ahead and take her out. Let's drop Pekka, and let's go ahead and drop our wall wrecker to target the core of this base. Use that king's ability. And looks like the king is going to slingshot towards the right. And let's go ahead and drop a Pekka and the queen over here to deal with that barbarian king. Let's add a few of our wizards, and we're going to need to freeze this. Let's go ahead and freeze that for a second to give this wall wrecker a little bit of time. Looks like we got a clan castle set of troops. That is not good. Let's go ahead and drop our poison spell and our rage spell and get those bowlers out of there. No, the bowlers are going to die. Them bowlers are going to get crushed. The bowlers are done for, boy. Oh my gosh. All right, so the queen was able to get in there and help the bowlers out just a little bit. Let's go ahead and bring our hog riders in right there. Actually, let's go and bring a little bit more than that. Place a heal spell in that region, and let's wait for the hogs to turn the corner. Gonna have to use that queen's ability. Let's go ahead and speed these hogs up just a little bit. Get some more right there. And where's our Pekkas at? All right, so let's go ahead and drop a heal spell in this region. Let's place some wizard, and wizard to help out. And looks like the hogs are going to move around this ring, playing a little bit of a game here, going through these defenses. Let's go ahead and drop a heal spell in that location. Looks like we have no more wizard towers, so we might be good to get the 3-star. One of the things that you can take away from these videos is that you get to see different bases and how to approach them. I don't approach every single base the same exact way, but one thing that you will take away from it is with the use of this army, you always want to get rid of the queen and you always want to get rid of the clan castle troops. Now, we timed it just right with that poison spell, and the queen was thankfully there to get rid of those balloons. But if that queen wasn't there, those bowlers would not have survived. They would have been very much dead. But again, another beautiful 3-star attack. And I do want to show you one more base that's very popular on how I was able to take it down earlier. Let's go ahead and finish this one up. This is the army that I am using against Town Hall 10 only. Let's get into our next attack. All right, so let's go ahead and finish up this video on this final base. Well, one, to give you an example that there is some serious loot up here if you happen to stumble across it, but I also wanted to show you this base design in particular because this is a very popular base design. Heck, some of you might actually run this base or have it in your queue somewhere. So this base design can be hit multiple different ways. And we got a question over on Discord earlier today asking about a base reading video. And I tend to steer away from base reading videos these days because there's just so many different ways to attack these types of bases. These bases are very easy, and this is just an example. There's so many different ways to take down a base these days that it's really pointless to make a base reading video showing you hog riders when a Lalo can take down this base as well, or a bat army for that matter. A Pekka bat will take this base down as well. So the thing about this base is that it's actually quite simple to take down if you funnel in one location. And so the army that I'm using, I want to take down the enemy queen, and I got to get rid of the clan castle troops. So what I'm going to do is start out down here in the bottom side of the base to check the clan castle and make sure that there's nothing inside. And there just happened to be nothing inside. So what I'm going to do is basically target one of the two sides. You can start on the left side, or you could have started on the right side. It really didn't matter. And I'm going to start by doing some funneling with my baby dragons and start clearing some of these outside buildings. Now, what I want to do is get this wall wrecker to go into this compartment to get rid of that multi-target inferno tower, eliminating one of the heavy defenses off of this base. Now, my main focus here is to get the king and the queen over here on this enemy queen and get rid of her. So we got Pekkas working their way in. We got the wall wrecker into that compartment. The Pekkas are going to eliminate that inferno tower, and then we're going to allow the queen to take out the enemy queen while she was distracted on the barb king. And so now we can start working our hogs in. You got to understand this when it comes to the use of hogs. You have to get rid of that enemy queen. And once that queen is gone, now you can bring your hogs in. You don't have to wait anymore. So I bring a group of hogs in to get rid of this expo because all the troops are going around this compartment. Now the enemy queen did target it, but the hogs helped out a little bit. And then I'm going to bring the rest of my hogs in from the right side of the screen while the bowlers are down there in the town hall compartment, eliminating all those inferno towers, or all those hidden Teslas. Those aren't inferno towers. Those are hidden Teslas. So the bowlers are gutting out all those heavy defenses down in that location, and the hogs are flanking in and taking down the rest of the defenses. So this base will fall very nicely if you maneuver it correctly, but there's also different ways to take down this base, and you just have to really pick an army, stick with it, practice it, master it, understand the full mechanics of that army, and then try something else out once you get bored and you want to use something different. Let's say you use hogs today and you want to be good with Lalo later on. You need to master what you got and then learn how to use Lalo. I never will recommend learning multiple strategies and then bouncing around trying to pick bases and take them all down with different strategies. It's just too confusing. It's way too much work to try to figure out what's the right army for this base when you know the mechanics of one army. And before I end this video, I wanted to explain one final thing and part you on this note. Champions League has a very nice win bonus. So even though there's not a lot of loot or what appears to be a lot of gold and elixir, if you win, you get a pretty sizable win bonus. This is something that Crystal League does not have. So Champions League has a win bonus, or Champions 3 has a win bonus of 200,000 gold and 200,000 elixir. And then Champions 2 has 225 and 225,000. So Crystal League, on the other hand, has next to nothing. So yes, sure, you're finding a lot of dead bases and a lot of fast loot down there, but you're not going to get a very sizable win bonus down there. So you just need to be aware of that. And so hopefully you were able to get something out of today's video on the differences between loot in Crystal League and the loot up in Champions League. If you enjoyed our content, make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe if you have not done so already. If you need any additional video support, click one of those links over there, and we will see you in the next one, guys. Take care.